What's going on YouTube? Today in this video, I'll be doing the review on the HTC 5110 Desire from Boost Mobile. To start off this video review, let's go ahead and talk about design and the price. The overall design on this phone is actually pretty good. It's an all plastic, fingerprint attracting body. Has a very glossy back. It feels really good in the hand, really lightweight. I have not used this phone with the case, but I would not use it with the case if I was to own this phone, because it's a really nice, heavy feeling phone, has a really good grip to it, and it fits perfectly in the palm of the hand. I will give that to HTC for the design point. Price. Let's go ahead and talk about the price for this phone. This phone, off contract, currently on sale at Best Buy, is running you $50. Without the sale, it's $100, so about $54 after tax. For the price, pretty good phone. Really can't complain too much. There are a couple of things that I will point out, but for the price and for what you're getting with the phone, it's actually really not that bad of a deal. But without the sale, I would probably say go ahead and look for something else. I'm saying that right now at the very beginning, because without the sale, I probably would not be doing this review at all. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the internals on the phone, or the outside of the phone, I should say. Let's go ahead and go over the outside of the phone. On the left side of the phone, you have nothing. On the right side, you have the up and down volume keys. On the top, which is weird, on the top, usually for Android phones nowadays, the power button or lock button is on the side, but for this one, on the top, you got the lock button, the 3.5mm headphone jack, and then if we go ahead and switch it to the bottom, micro USB charging. Phone charges up actually pretty fast. I'm gonna go ahead and say that now before I go ahead and forget to include it. You guys have to go through that long description and all this and that. So the phone does charge up actually pretty fast. It's pretty fast charging. Battery lasts really good long time. Really good battery. Don't have to worry about too much of anything right there. But on the bottom, as you guys can see, the hatch that is coming up, I just have to go ahead and push that down. But on the bottom, you do have the microphone, HTC logo, 4.7-inch Q VGA display screen, or quarter HD as some people like to call it. Front megapixel camera, proximity sensors, speaker grill for when you're talking on the phone. And on the back of the phone, you got the back-facing camera, no flash. Yes. No flash. Microphone, headphone jack, speaker, could be better, and the big old HTC logo. Right, so to start off this video review, let me go ahead and talk about some of the things that I do not like about the phone. The first thing that I don't like about the phone, I would have to say, has to most definitely be the camera. Now, here's the camera right here. As you guys can see, it's a basic camera app. When I was first unboxed the phone, I went through all this and I saw a whole bunch of different specs and I saw a whole bunch of different things at the bottom. And I'm over here thinking like, wow, this could actually be a really good camera, although it does not have the flash. So I started going through this, and I mean, it's really not really nothing to it. It's just a whole bunch of features that you can change, but it really doesn't change the overall quality of the picture. But as you guys can see, I'm just in the viewfinder right now, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but the viewfinder, it does have a slight bit of lag to it. And when recording, it does record in 1080p, but it's really not the most sharpest and most detailed recording video out there. So for that, I really do not like the camera. It does not have touch to focus. It has a fixed focus. So therefore, all the pictures that you take will be fixed. If I was to go over here and try to take a picture of these words, which I'm going to do right now on camera. The shutter, nice and fast. I do like that about it. So this is just the sticker that I took a picture of on my TV. As you guys can see here, fixed focus. That is the display, or that is the image that you're going to get. If I was to get closer, it would just be all blurry. There's no way to focus, there's no macro mode, there's no nothing. So the fixed focus is what you get. There's no HDR, it's just what you get. It does have video recording, but like I said, not the sharpest and not the greatest out there. Fast shutter, yeah, but who really needs that with a camera that's really not that good? And I mean, even when you do the fast shutter, it makes it even worse in my opinion. So that's One of the things that I really don't like about this phone is the camera. I know some of you guys out there don't even use your phone for a camera, but I know with it being 2015, a lot of people are going to start converting, using their phones for camera. I know I've been doing that for the longest, but that's just one of the things that I don't like about it. Another thing that I don't like about it would have to be the storage. So as you guys can see, I'm in here in the storage settings in the app. And as you guys can see, I have about 1 gigabyte of apps that's downloaded, 14 megabytes of music, 12 megabytes of photos, and downloads is kilobytes, and other equals out to 2.77. Now this phone only has 4 gigabytes of internal memory, and you cannot, I repeat, you cannot move apps from the phone storage to the SD card. So therefore, as you guys seen or will see in a minute here, I do not have that many apps downloaded. And for me to almost be out of space, that's just completely ridiculous. I mean, I only have 298 megabytes left. Of course, you can clear up some of the cache, but that's really not going to do anything when you think about it. See? You can't even switch. It says maybe could you switch? I don't believe so. See? It's just completely, utterly ridiculous. It's just the low storage that comes with these phones. Let's go ahead and talk about another thing that I don't like about the phone. Would have to be the actual resolution of the screen. It's a 4.7-inch QVGA display screen, but it just looks absolutely horrible. I think for the price that they should have at least put a 720p screen to this, at least, but hey, that's just me. Alright, now that I've talked about all the things that I don't like about the phone, let's go ahead and go over some of the user interface and the actual UI of the phone. It's running HTC Sense on it. I don't know the version of it. It is HTC Sense. We have the basic home pages, as you guys can see. You can scroll around on those, hit the middle button, and it brings you up to your app drawer. You can scroll through these and whatnot. But one thing that is different with the HTC layout is that you have this page over here called Blank Feed. Now, I really do like this because it does start up, and you can, I had this working earlier, but basically it shows you, like, all of your stuff that's over here. You can have apps that's over here. You can have Facebook notifications up. It's just really, it's an actual really good touch to add to the user face. I wish Samsung and LG would have catched on to this. LG actually does have something like this. I don't use it on my phone. I think it's called G something, but I don't use it. But with the HTC, it's really nice, really smooth. It doesn't lag up, and it's just a really good thing to have. The user interface is really nice. It's a really fast phone. And if you're looking at it, as you guys can see, typical games on this will run really fast because it has a quad-core processor. Apps on here run really good. Snapchat, Instagram, Kik. YouTube on here, not the best for watching videos and whatnot. But the user interface is actually really good. It's a really good phone if you're using like web browsing. If we go into here and we type up, let's just do a random search, as you guys can see. But this is on Wi-Fi, but it still does load up actually pretty good. And we go ahead and go into, we're just going to load up the full page of the YouTube. As you guys can see, it just loads up really good and really fast. So, I mean, for the price, you really can't go wrong. But then again, you kind of can, but I really don't know. Me personally, if I was looking for a phone, I wouldn't get this because it's just too low for my standards. The screen isn't HD, the camera doesn't have a flash, the camera's not that good. But if you're looking for something that has a really good performance and really good on battery life, with this phone, charges really fast, like I already said, I would go ahead and recommend this phone. Go ahead and get it, pick it up if you're picking up your first phone, or if you're buying this for a youngin' and they just need something to get by. They're going to have their apps on here. It's going to run smooth, and at the end of the day, they're going to be happy with the phone. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Please be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.